So to derive the distribution law, we first started with some assumptions in addition to assumptions of kinetic theory. Next, we will construct the velocity diagram because we have to measure or give the probabilistic measure of the velocity of the gas molecules in a velocity diagram. So, first suppose we have a gaseous system which has n molecules moving in a vessel of arbitrary shape and the gas molecules moving randomly in every possible direction. Okay, so suppose here we are showing some gas molecules. The red dots are the gas molecules and these arrows represent the velocity vectors, okay, with which the gas molecules are moving. Okay, the length of these vectors represent the magnitude of the velocity. Greater the length, it means that if the greater length means the molecules are moving with higher velocity, and shorter length means the molecules are moving with lower velocity. Now, to construct the velocity diagram, first suppose we set a rectangular coordinate system with some arbitrary origin, okay, of our choice. Next, what we do, we transfer these vectors parallelly to this coordinate system such that the initial points of these vectors are placed at the origin. Okay, so what we do, we transfer the molecules, suppose like this, not the molecules, the vectors parallelly to the coordinate system such that their initial point is placed at the origin. So suppose first we start with this vector. So we are parallelly transferring or shifting to this coordinate system. Next, suppose this one. Then if we parallelly shift it to the coordinate system such that its initial point is placed at the origin, then in the coordinate system its alignment orientation will be like this. Next, suppose this one, it will be like this. If we consider this one, then it will be like this. Then this one, we are shifting them parallelly with placing their initial point of the vectors at the origin. This one, then this one, and this one. Okay, this one will be somewhat like this, and this one will be like this. So it will make a spiky system such that they have their common origin and they are diverging from that origin. Okay, and as the velocities of the gas molecules vary between 0 to infinity, that's why we have only taken the positive axis of the coordinate system. Okay, we don't need the negative axis of the coordinate system. Okay, now as we are moving the velocity vectors parallelly and placing them in a new coordinate system of our choice, we are not changing magnitude or direction of the we are not altering the magnitude or direction of the velocity vectors. Why? Because we are moving them parallelly. So there is no change in magnitude. As you can see that they have same magnitude, and also there is no change in direction. Now if you look at this diagram, probably it will be more clear. Suppose we have these gas molecules, the black dots are gas molecule moving with various velocities. This one is moving with C1, this one C2, this molecule C3, this molecule the velocity C4, this one is C5, this one C6, and this one C7. They have, you see, they have the magnitude of the velocities are different, also their direction is also different. So now we have this coordinate system, rectangular coordinate system with axis OX, Y, OZ. O is an arbitrary origin. So if we shift them parallelly, so you see this C1 vector is shifted C1 vector is shifted. So you see parallelly you replace this vector. So this is C1, this one is C2, this is C3, this is C4. So here you see their orientation on this or the direction of the vectors on this coordinate system, and also their magnitude is same. So this is C5, only we have changed their place and moved them to a new coordinate system. This is C6 and this is C7. See, they are same, only we have moved them to a new coordinate system such that they have a common origin. So now that we have developed in a velocity diagram, next what we will do, we will start derivation for the distribution law.